still remember the very first time I took a ride in a Jeep. I was a freshman in high school, and the senior down the road, Keith Kendrick, gave me a ride home after band practice. It was the coolest thing. It was a 70s model Jeep, CJ, had a full roll bar, it was orange, had the Levi package, doors were off, top was off, we were riding home. I thought, this is the coolest thing ever. I said, someday I've got to have one of these. A couple of years later in college, a fraternity brother of mine, Marty Williams, bought an old CJ7. And we tinkered around with that thing, did all kinds of little repairs here and there. We took it to Panama City, and I think we took it to Daytona Beach one time. We just had a blast with that Jeep. And that really started the creative juices that I need to get a Jeep. So in 1988, I bought this Jeep. This is a 1979 Jeep CJ7. I believe it's a Golden Eagle. It came with, the original color was a dark green, came with the golden wagon wheels, came with the clock and the tack. This is a V8, a 304 V8 model. It's got the 4-speed transmission with the granny gear. It's got the Dana 20 transfer case, and I believe the gearing in it is 356. But so that's what we're starting with. It was damaged when I bought it. I did a little bit of body work, but I was in college. I didn't really know what I was doing. A lot of those repairs are starting to show back up again. So it's time to refresh the Jeep. In 1994, the drive gear of the distributor exploded. So I had metal parts all over the inside of the engine. I didn't quite know what to do, but after looking into it, I decided to pull the engine and rebuild it. So I ended up rebuilding the engine. I kind of put everything back. Everything went back to stock, except for I did upgrade the intake to an Edelbrock intake. I put an Edelbrock Performer carburetor on it, as well as I went to a medium-sized cam made by Urson that really gave me a nice sound. I really enjoyed. Between that and at the time I put turbo mufflers on it, and then recently, right now, it's actually got Flowmaster. The way it sounds. In fact, kind of one of the requirements of me and the boys is that when we get done with this thing, it still has kind of a lope. So this new 5.3 liter engine that we're going to build, we'll put a medium or a mild cam in it as well to try and get a nice loping, aggressive type sound, but nothing race-wise. You know, anyway, the plans for this Jeep include we're gonna do a lot of body work. And some of these panels need to be taken off and replaced. But we'll do a lot of body work. We're gonna end up painting it. A lot of interior stuff, redo the carpet like we've done before. I got a really neat center console that I've got designed that I'm going to build for it out of wood. And for the drivetrain, we're going to get a whole new power plant. We're going to go with the Gen 3 LM7 5.3 GM motor that we'll buy. We'll find one that needs to be rebuilt, and we'll rebuild it. Behind that, we're going to put an AX15 transmission out of a late 90s model Jeep Wrangler. And we'll find something there. I've never seen the inside of a transmission, so I'm going to find something possibly anything I buy, have enough miles on it, that'll need to be rebuilt, so I'll rebuild that. That'll be fun. Behind that, I think I will upgrade my transfer case from my Dana 20 to a Dana 300. I'll source one of those. We may tear into that and rebuild that. I've got the narrow track front and rear end on this right now. I'm just going to leave that, and I'm going to leave the gearing for right now, because I really don't know with that engine, more horsepower, and that transmission, the combination of that, it's an unknown for me as to if I need to change my gear. So I'm just going to run with it, and we'll immediately know if we need to change the gears on that. So if you think you might like following along, hit the like button. That's going to let me know that you like what's going on, as well as leave a comment. You know, encouraging words go a long ways. That's going to keep me motivated and keep this project going. And if you subscribe to the channel, what will happen is you'll get notifications every time I drop a new video, and that's just an easy way for you to pick up the next episode. So I hope you decide to follow along, and let's get started.